$500. That's when 3, 2. Goodman had fallen behind on his rent and owed Buckley's mother about $500. That's when investigators believe the suspects took the victim on that fateful ride. I think I should just say on that fateful ride. Or took to that Liberty County bridge. To that Liberty County. Okay, 3, 2. Goodman had. Okay, 3, 2. Goodman fell behind on his rent and owed Buckley's mother around $500. That's when investigators believe the suspects took 3, 2. Goodman had fallen. Okay, last time. 3, 2. Goodman fell behind on his rent and owed Buckley's mother around $500. That's when investigators believe the suspects took the victim to that Liberty County bridge. What?
Oh, is that good?
Is it okay?
I know, you tell me.
You looked like you didn't think last time. 3, 2. Goodman fell behind on his rent and owed. Okay, last time. 3, 2. Goodman fell behind on his rent and owed Buckley's mother around $500. That's when investigators believe the suspects took the victim to that Liberty County bridge. Okay. Walk from here to there.
Okay.
3, 2. Wait. 3, 2. 2 men arrested in the. Okay. 3, 2. 2 men arrested after a disabled man is beaten. Okay, last time. Okay, 3, 2. 2 men arrested after a disabled man is beaten and left for dead. I'm Laura Whitley. Coming up, we'll show you how investigators link the suspects to the crime. Okay. Would you mind just telling me, I mean, obviously your son can't speak for himself right now because he's in jail, but if you...
What it was a friend of my ex-husband's was living here with me.
Mr. Shane.
Yeah.
Don't tell my car.
Oh, no, we can't see your...
And he had lived with me for a month. He told me when he got his disability check on the 1st that he would give me my money that he owed me. And he gave me, he had my nephew take him to the bank 3 different times. And he sent me $100 back because they dropped him off at a Whataburger and sent me back $100. He came in and I said, Shane, you owe me more than this. He said, okay, I'll go to the bank and get some more money. Well, my son and my nephew were leaving, and they told me that Shane wanted them to drop him off at the Jack in the Box. He was supposed to meet somebody. Well, I didn't pay attention to how long they were gone. I thought they were gone 30, 45 minutes. And I don't know what happened from there. When they come back, I asked them, I said, get my money that Shane owes me. And they come back and give me my money. And, you know, and I don't remember telling the boys. They said that I told them I didn't want to know details, how they got my money. And then I didn't know anything until Sunday or Monday when my ex-sister-in-law called me. If I'd have seen it on the news, I wouldn't know him because I didn't know him as Barney Goodman. And then Liberty showed up last night.
Showed up in the middle of the night for your son?
Showed up like 10:30. They questioned me. They questioned my nephew. They questioned my son. They questioned my sister-in-law. They arrested my nephew on 2 outstanding warrants. And then they took my son to Baytown to question him. They come back at 3 o'clock in the morning and got me and took me down there and questioned me and told me that my son and my nephew both had confessed and said that I orchestrated the whole thing. And I didn't. I didn't know, you know. I guess by telling them to get my money from Shane is what they're saying. I orchestrated it.
And what is it like to know that your son and nephew say that they did this to him?
I'm shocked. I don't, you know, my son is very quiet, timid, stays to himself.
He's never been in trouble like this.
No, he's been in jail for a traffic ticket, you know, driving with suspended license. I mean, straight A's from kindergarten through high school. Graduated AB honor roll, you know, from kindergarten. Never had any problems growing up. I raised him by myself. I never had any problems out of him in school or anything.
And so you can defend yourself. You say you didn't know what happened.
I didn't really know what happened. And I told them I didn't want to, apparently they told him I didn't want to know details. And I may have told them that and just don't remember telling them that I didn't want to know details.
How much money did he owe you?
About $500 because he had lived here. We waited on him. I fed him, bought his cigarettes. And, you know, he took aspirin for pain. I bought him aspirin when he needed them, you know.
How does something that starts off you trying to help somebody else turn out like this?
I don't know, because the only reason I told the boys to get my money from Shane before they dropped him off is because he's done everybody in Baytown this way. He'll stay with them, and then when he gets his check, he leaves and don't pay them. And then you don't see him again till he doesn't have any money.
So right now, did the police tell you just go home, or did they tell you they're still?
They brought me back home last night. They brought me back home about 4 o'clock this morning. And they said they may have more questions for me. I don't know.
But your boy, you say, and what about your nephew?
I don't really, you know, it's really astonishing. He's never really been in trouble.
They say this was a pretty brutal attack with a baseball bat. I mean, I'm sure you know all the details.
I don't know all the details. They didn't tell me all the details. You know, the police didn't tell me all the details. They said that they beat him up. I haven't talked to the boy, so I don't know. You know, I just know what the news was saying, that he was thrown from the bridge.
Yeah, they did say that that's not true now. But
so, you know, yeah. I didn't know.
Well, I'm real sorry. So you just don't know what's going on right now.
No, you know, they're 21 and 22. They just turned 21 and 22, and they're facing life in prison, you know.
I'm so sorry. And what's your name, dear?
Shirley.
Shirley.
French.
French?
But it's Buckley French.
Buckley French. Okay. Shirley.
Uh-huh.
What was that? I was just going to say, when you asked him to get your money, I guess. You asked him to get your money. You didn't expect...
No, I really did. I didn't expect nothing to happen. I just expect, you know, them to say, Shane, give me Mama's money. And more than likely, he would have given it to them.
Right. Did you expect they'd try to beat him up for it?
No. I really didn't.
And when Shane didn't come back home that night or the next night, what did you think?
I didn't think anything about it because he told my son to tell me that he would see me later or call. Because he had asked my sister-in-law to rent him a motel room because he didn't have an ID. So he was going to go to a motel. And I had already told him on Monday he needed to apply, when he got his check, find another place to live because I have an 11-year-old daughter. And I didn't think it was a real good environment with him being there. But just some of the things he did.
Thank you for talking with me. I know you're so pretty much you're just talking with me.
Yeah.
So you haven't been able to see your boy yet?
Not since they took him last night.
Locked.
Yeah, my brother.
Jeez.